you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you.
What is this? Only bread and water tonight? Who organized this dinner?
Socrates, you desire too much. Epicurus was the one who organized this dinner.
What? Bread and water is enough for me.
I think we should focus on the present, for the reason we have gathered here today is not for our usual discussion. We have another guest of honor today.
I am Thanos, destroyer of worlds.
We have been expecting you, Thanos.
Then you know why I'm here. Give me the reality stone.
Take a seat, Thanos. Let's see what you have.
I am not here for dinner. I am here for the last stone, the reality stone.
We will give you the reality stone, if you can convince us your plan is worthy. It seems to me that your plan does not point to a greater good, a universal, positive truth.
You do not understand what I seek. Do you know what it feels like to own nothing? Do you know what it feels like to struggle?
Yes.
Earth is not the first planet I have observed, and it is not the last of its kind. What I saw on my home planet Titan, and many others alike, shall never be repeated again. My home planet lays in ruins, desecrated by the greed of mortal kind. Earth may be flourishing now, but you can already see the effects of human greed on the planet. Endless blood spilled over land, over resources many deserve. With the stones, I will have the power to end all suffering.
With power comes great responsibility. One man cannot bear the dynamics of the universe. A wise man does not attempt to control what he should not.
The man has a point. We cannot trust you with the stones. You seem to possess much knowledge and wisdom, but knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous.
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Before you decide the outcome for the universe, you must first evaluate yourself.
O philosophers, listen to my doctrine. Earth will reach a point where it will no longer be able to bear the stress of humanity. The ever-growing population, coupled with finite resources, will doom the population. I have traveled through the planets, indiscriminately killing half the population. Better half than all perishing. But I have discovered a way to painlessly expedite the process. No more blood will be spilled. With all 6 stones in this gauntlet, in the blink of an eye, I can annihilate half of all life in the universe. I can annihilate suffering.
What you see are shadows on the wall. What childish fantasies you pursue. The genocide of 50% of all life is not the answer. It is plain evil. I cannot condone you going through with this plan.
Only time will tell. True philosophers are rejected by many, yet adored for generations to come. I see what you do not.
I agree. I do not see shadows on the wall. I see the world for what it is.
Now tell me, Thanos, if your plan happened to come to fruition, would you be able to bear the guilt of killing half the population?
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
As a Stoic myself, I too believe that the hardest decisions require the strongest wills.
And yet men with the strongest wills often have the most foolish desires. Who are you to decide for others? The role of the legislator is to protect the life of all people. The strongest wills reflect neither inherent darkness nor light. Strength does not indicate power. Strength begets foolishness.
Limiting what we eat and use would also fix our problem.
Do you think people would do that on their own accord? Would you? Even if so, would the average man do that? People don't think for the good of everyone. They think for the good of themselves. This is the only way. This is the ideal way.
Ideals belong in a world only the wise man can understand.
Those in power are responsible for the well-being of the people as a whole, not a fraction.
You need to focus on the internal rather than the external. What is in your control and what isn't. Most things in life are out of control, but life depends on how you react to them. Focus on what you can control and tranquility follows. Life follows a natural pattern of suffering. This is a temporary solution to the perpetual nature of society. Infants seek to destroy what they cannot control. Abandon your infantile aspirations, Thanos.
Tranquility is impossible when billions suffer. Indeed, the role of the legislator is to account for the happiness in all. Yet, when is that ever possible? The 1% take advantage of the already impoverished. Wealth leads to power. Poverty leads to poverty. The inherent flaws of men on a cosmic scale cannot be addressed with your foolish philosophies. There can be no good for the many when the cause of the suffering is the people themselves. What we need is the destruction of the world as we know it, the reconstruction of society as we believe it. Philosophers sit and merry-make over tea, but visionaries act. Only I have the power and the will to act.
When we are not experiencing direct pain, then we are experiencing pleasure. While we may not own everything we want, we have what we need, and that is enough. The only thing that needs to change is oneself. The world belongs in the sense of self. I live in reality, not the dream world you promised to build.
I'm not going to let you have the reality story.
I tried to reason. I tried to fight a battle of words, but I now see what this has come to. I am inevitable.
When we are, death is not come. And when death is come, we are not.
Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Ocean. Ocean, can you look at me? Ocean. Ocean, Ocean, Ocean. He's like, no, forget it. Yeah. I don't.